All right. Welcome into the huddle. You found us once again. Shoot the Gap, rabbit hole fantasy football focused show spanning the generation gaps of the 20s, 30s, and 40s. I am your MC, the Brian, the amigo Baldwin. And normally I said the doc, but again, I guess it's Thursday, so
The doc is out.
it's Anchor Arm Show again. Every time the doc's not here, it's Anchor Arms. so my partner in crime, my workout buddy over there, Connor,
Yeah.
the gut Marshall. How you doing, my brother?
Well, um, people are saying that Joe Mixon is already gonna he's gonna bust next week, and I'm starting him, hoping that they're all wrong, hoping that Good Joe has begun.
You know what's cool, Joe? You know what's weird, man, is that the same argument that you're having about Joe Mixon is the same argument that I'm having about Tom Brady in my mind. Really, it is. I mean, it's odd to be like comparing them, but Tom Brady's been a lot more productive
Who does
than
Brady play
Joe
next
Mixon.
week?
You don't know? Well, stay tuned, guys. You'll know.
Tuned.
No, they're playing tomorrow, Chicago.
That's gonna be an interesting game.
Oh, dude. I mean, yeah. Well, hang on. We're we're jumping a little bit. As you guys know, this is our shoot or ceasefire show, which starter sit. But come on, everybody says starter sit. So this is shoot the gap. So this is gonna be shoot or ceasefire. All right,
Ceasefire
for week 5. It's our 23rd show, October 7th, in this foul year of our Lord. Jordan, that's your yeah. Well, so actually, right now we're missing a generation. We actually have a generation gap right now because we're missing Ethan, and we always miss him. But again, he's really a doctor, so things pop up, and so that's why it's always a blessing to have him when he's here. But so it's gonna be Connor and I. Like I said last time, it's ladies' night. You get more Connor ladies, so that's something that. Oh, geez, come on, dude, that was more creepy than anything, dude. If you guys are listening,
your vain attempts to bring me down from the pedestal you put me on are inefficient.
You did it yourself with that wink, and that mustache. Oh my God, yikes! Yeah, that's
a classic '70s mustache.
Yeah. European. Yeah.
What's wrong with
adult.
that?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Keep telling yourself that. So if you guys are watching us,
we're in Anchor Arms.
Dude, this is the Anchor Arm Show. What are you talking about? Yeah. Okay. Dude, you went silent so fast that I thought I couldn't hear you anymore. I was like, I thought there was something wrong with it. But anyway, if you guys are listening to us on High Volume Music Radio, thank you so much. This is a good time for us to thank our supporters of the show, and you're also kind of one up on everybody watching YouTube because you didn't have to see that creepy wink.
So, he's really committing. This is what we call damage control.
I want to thank High Volume Music. Yes, High Volume Music Radio. Yes, the pride of Sunnyside.
He knows the name.
Make sure and download the app. Check out the website also, highvolumemusicradio.com. I mean, there's some very wonderful, incredible music on there, some information, some wonderful information. All types of talk shows were on there, so there's a lot of entertainment. I mean, it's a local show.
It's not like The Buzz. You're not going to be listening for an hour trying to hear a story before 5, and you have to listen to Breaking Benjamin the whole time. There's going to be actual good stuff on there.
This is going to be music that are in the realm that you enjoy, but songs that you haven't normally heard that you wish that you did. Okay. Yeah. That's what I found out whenever I listened to the High Volume Music Radio app. So please download it. You'll be happy that you did. If you're listening to us on the app, thank you so much for doing that, and I'm sure you can concur about what we just said. But Connor, talk about our other supporter.
Well, look, guys, I want you to focus on me and tune in to Sports Host app because it is the premier app for sports. A lot of topics on there, and a lot of great communities. I got on the app. They were asking for people to do fantasy football, so I signed on, and it's a lot of fun. Try it out.
All right, all right. That's fantastic. Sounds like great advice, man. And as everyone, as you guys are watching us on YouTube, if you're entertained by two generational beefheads bantering about what should they do, Connor?
Like and subscribe,
Oh
and
yeah,
share it with your friends, man.
yeah, man, yeah. Feel the love and share the love, man. There's some great information here. Hopefully, we're entertaining you with our muscles. So I
Or
mean, come on.
maybe we're not, but at least you can all gather around and laugh at our predictions.
We are the most pumped fantasy football show. Oh.
You are. Hey, we got it. Yes.
That's awesome.
Okay.
So,
Well,
hey, do we want to roll? So let's just jump straight into the
Yeah.
shooter ceasefire, man. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do is here we go.
Kill time until he comes up with Tampa Bay versus Chicago Bears on Thursday night football. Yeah, I got it in, dude. I got it in.
That's what
I got
she
it
said.
in.
So what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
I love it. So do you do you think that
Connor, the manual soundboard.
it
Jeez.
wasn't that bad?
It's gone off the rails. Yeah. Let's start over again. Hey, all right. Okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Continue. What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do?
I was asking you, is Brady gonna repeat against the Bears defense?
Yes. I predict. It's my feeling that the people I would shoot on for. God, that sounds so bad. I would shoot on.
Shoot for.
Shoot for. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I would shoot for. Sorry.
What you gonna say next? Skeet
On the Bucks. I don't know, dude. It would be definitely Tom Brady, Gronk, Brait, Scotty Miller, and the defense. But let me tell you guys, Tom Brady, I think, is starting to pick up. All right, I know that he had that clunker on the second week, but ever since then, he's been getting better and better. And the Los Angeles Chargers is not a bad defense; it's a really good defense. I would think that would be about the same as Chicago. One thing about Chicago, though, is that when I was watching the Indy game last week, is I noticed that it was very difficult to run against those guys, right? And that the tight ends, they're a little vulnerable on the tight ends. That's why I'm saying to start Gronk. That's why I'm saying to start Brait, because I really think that Tom Brady's going to have a big night. He seems to always come get together and show up on whenever he's the star, whenever they're the only ones on. The Thursday night football, he's got a big stage. I think he's going to come out and he's going to play.
And just to let you guys know, this is a show where we talk these things out, and Brian has officially convinced me, so I am picking up Gronk.
Hey!
In my Bo Jackson league, and I'm dropping Mo Alley Cox.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't have a Cox anymore.
Well, he's great.
He dropped his coccyx.
I don't have a baby arm anymore. The problem is, now that the baby hand and the Trey Burton are next to the baby arm, it's harder to get to it.
Dude, yeah, we'll talk about Indy, but dude, you're 100% right about that. I mean, we went over. If you guys saw the review show, we went over how many targets Burton got on his first game back. It was 5 targets, and what Mo Alley Cox got 3. I mean, they were in the end zone. One was a touchdown, but still, man, that's a lot. That's got to be a lot of throwing. That's a lot, big ass from Rivers, but not from Brady. I really think that Brady's going to come out and he's really going to show. I would not start Rojo. Of course, Fournette's he's doubtful, so I'm pretty sure he's out. But I know I'm concerned about what I saw the Bears do to a better running back, a stronger running back, and in J Train, okay, and Jonathan Taylor. Okay, whenever I saw that, I'm like, okay, I don't know if Rojo's really going to be able to come up against the Bears, but that's also helped. That's part of my theory as why I think that Tom Brady's going to come out, because I think he's going to have to. What do you think?
Okay, so no, I don't hate it. I think it's going to be interesting because the Bears, like on paper, anchor arms. Woohoo, anchor arms, guys. The Bears, like they supposedly have a good defense, but we'll see. The Bears are weird.
Yeah.
The Bears, who you're starting?
Nobody.
Nobody. Not even David
Nobody.
Montgomery.
Nope. Tampa Bay has one of the best running defenses, and
Fair enough. Say less.
Well, and Matt Nagy might not put him in as much as he should be.
Matt Nagy, more like Matt.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
human soundboard now. Speaking of which, moving on.
You inspired me.
Yeah. Battle of the NFC South. We have the Carolina Panthers, surprisingly at 2-2, and the 0-4 Falcons. Now, for this game, you got a lot of players. Like, if you have Robbie Anderson, start him. Start him. I don't have to tell you to start Sly.
Shoot.
He's shooting for Sly. Some guys are going to pick up Teddy Bridgewater. I'm saying he's a good stream candidate for this week.
Shoot, yes. Agreed.
I am changing my opinion on what I said on Monday.
Whatever.
I had some time to think about it, and he is good for this week.
You had time to digest?
Forward. I had time to digest.
Okay. What about the DJ Moore?
I mean, I think you sit him.
Disagree. I disagree. I would definitely.
I guess it's kind of like the Joe
This is
Mixon.
Atlanta.
It's like the Joe Mixon principle. So start him. Curtis Samuel, sit.
I would say it's more like the Kenyon Drake from last week.
I also say start Mike Davis. I don't want to talk about Kenyon Drake.
No. What I'm talking about is that last week was supposed to be the week that he came out and he proved, and the Joe Boo thing I was telling you about. But I think that's what's going to be with DJ Moore. I think he's really going to have a good game. They set up well to have a good game. I think people are going to be our defenses are going to be more keying on Robbie Anderson. So I think he's going to have more opportunity, and so I think that this is going to be a get right game, as they say. I don't want to say that, but it's the best way to describe it for DJ Moore.
Who are you starting on Atlanta?
Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage, Hayden Hurst. Yeah, but that's
Hayden Hurst.
Yeah, but Hurst, dude, I'm starting Hurst because of his opportunity.
Russell Gage.
I said Russell Gage, but yes, sir, I am.
How does it feel? I'm joking.
Yeah, I know. I see what you're talking about. I understand it now. I get it. I'm glad you did that, Connor. Seriously, I'm glad you did that. But if you really didn't remember, then you know exactly where I'm at, and so now you understand. Yeah, that was a nice catharsis thing that just happened.
It was
yeah. But Hayden Hurst, I really like his opportunities with Julio Jones is probably going to be out. I mean, come on, guys.
Julio Jones is definitely going to be out for this game.
Yeah. So I think that's going to should open up targets for Hurst. However, last time that happened was against the Bears, and he did not. He got 4 catches or something like that.
Yeah,
so
but the Panthers' defense isn't the Bears.
Yeah, I know. See, that's where I'm at. Even though that they did kind of handle Hunter Henry whenever they played against him in half point, he only got a little over 7 points, like 7.9 or something like that. So not really a huge game. So that's probably what I think you would expect with Hayden Hurst. Todd Gurley, I think I would start Todd Gurley. Yeah, I know you don't like him, dude. I know you don't like him. But I think they're going to try to establish the run, and it's Carolina. So you saw what Eckler did to Carolina. Not saying they're the same. I'm just saying that their running defense is vulnerable. Okay.
This isn't because of what you're saying. No, that just made for good television. No, I understand. I'll go on board with starting Gurley.
Okay, yeah, because it's either that or Brian Hill, yeah. But I'm definitely sitting both defenses. Yeah.
Starting both kickers.
You're starting both of them.
Starting both of them. I own both of them.
Is Youngway back?
He's back. He's in my IR.
He's back. Oh no. But is he going to play? So the doc dropped Youngway to pick up Robbie Gould. Yeah, and I even asked him about that. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'll ride with Robbie Gould. I'm good. I'm good." So yeah, you're able to jump in there. I have too many injuries to. I don't have a spot to put him. Yeah, I would have done the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I have Fournette, I have Goddard, and now I'm waiting on Eckler. Yeah, so to go into
Let me
IR.
say this. The
Hmm.
guys in my eye are better payoff. We'll get into that more later. Now, before we can get into that, moving on, we
Whoop.
have the Buffalo Bills at the
Hopefully,
Tennessee Titans, and both of
hopefully.
these teams are undefeated.
Yeah, well, one of them I think is about to get a loss. Yeah, there was. I mean, we have to before we go over to the fire or the shooting ceasefire. I mean, we have to talk about one thing, man, and that two more Titans was tested positive today. Okay, and the NFL they did an investigation of the because the players got together for an unauthorized workout at a high school. All right. Well, there's video of it, dude. Okay. And there's a reporter actually reporting on it. You can see Tannehill. It's bad. All right. And so what they're waiting on is because like there was a notice that came out tonight that said that the NFL said there's going to be a historic punishment for this, right? And earlier today, they sent out a memo saying that listing what the punishments are for if you don't follow the COVID guidelines. And they said that it does include a forfeiture of a game. It's my opinion. Okay, that's the only smoke that I see. But I have a feeling. It's my feeling, in my opinion, that this game is not going to happen. I think that what they're going to do is they're going to force Tennessee to forfeit this game. Okay, and then so they're going to get an L, and Buffalo's going to get a win, and then they're going to move on and play in the following week. So that's what I think is going to happen. That's what it seems like. It like with the two positive COVID testing today means that that the game was in danger anyway. So this is a good way to put a message out to the league, and then also to be able to solve that problem on what to do with this positive thing that just happened. So that's my opinion, man. Oh, you're eating. Okay, sorry, dude. Yeah,
I
so
no, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, so it's something that makes me really nervous, and I'm really upset about it because I have Stephon Diggs and I have Derrick Henry, and my team was really set to bounce back after the loss that Connor handed me. I mean, I was in a I am in a really good position right now, but after all these bonehead moves by these guys, that I believe they were saying that they're waiting on to see if like the assistant VP or told the players specifically not to get together, and that's going to be the difference between what kind of punishments they're going to do, right? So that's what we're waiting on. I'm hoping that they play. I'm a
Me
commissioner.
too.
Yeah, I'm a commissioner, and and I'm a co-commissioner. Me and the other co-commissioner, we got together today and we spoke about what to do. And I mean, if you guys have been watching podcasts or anything like that, you know that the whole rave thing is for everybody to let their commissioners know that if there's a game that's going to be postponed, these are the players that I would put in the event if that happened, right? And so I'm having them email me or text me before Monday night or Thursday night football to let me know who they would use in the event of if this game specifically. I'm sure there's going to be more down the line if it gets postponed. So that's what I'm doing to try to make it sure that people still have fun. Because dude, it stinks, man. Because that's going to be 2-3 weeks, dude. It's feel like forever not having Derrick Henry, man. My number one draft pick, dude. I'm like, golly, man.
I'm sorry,
Hurts.
Brian.
It hurts. But
I
let's
see
go
what you
ahead.
mean about the unlucky.
Yeah, you see, dude. I mean,
I
come
see
on,
it.
dude. Yeah, yeah. I mean, well,
Mm,
actually, I would. I'm thankful. I am thankful that it's only this BS, this horrible situation of the COVID, and not like an injury or anything like that. So I'm thankful.
yeah, but
But we should
Austin
probably.
Reckler got injured.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. I know. I guess you're right, dude. I guess I have paid my dues already. Yeah. But let's go ahead and talk as if this game is going to go on. I'm a man of hope. Okay, if you guys watch the show, then you know that
If the game
that
starts, I'm starting
yes.
Diggs, Derrick Henry. I'm starting Josh Allen. I'm actually starting Ryan Tannehill, and I'm starting Jonnu Smith, and I'm
Okay.
starting Corey Davis. I'm starting Buffalo's D.
AJ
And
Brown's supposed to be back.
I'm starting AJ Brown, and
Oh my God.
yeah, and I'm
Whoa, AJ Brown and Corey Davis against Buffalo's D.
yeah.
And you're starting Buffalo's D.
I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this game. I'm interested in what both of these offenses, because both of these offenses have shown this year. Like I understand both of them could, they could totally make this like a defensive game, this like slow, but they could
Uh-huh.
also both like throw a lot.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that I'm really sad about is that apparently the Bills' defense, at least right now, they're easy to run against. You can score a lot of points against them, set up perfectly for Henry. It's so sad. It's unfortunate the situation, and I hope that it's not the Lord's will for this game to be postponed. But it really looks like it's or not postponed, but forfeited.
Well,
And
and a game that I don't want to be forfeited is the Chiefs and Raiders, because
yeah. Oh,
I
let me
have
hang on.
who else
Sit.
is in that game?
I just want to sit the Titans defense. I would sit Corey Davis, but
Okay.
yeah. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs is another game that could be canceled. That means a lot for me because I want Josh Jacobs.
Is it could it? Oh, explain why. Explain why.
Because Patrick Mahomes was in contact with someone who had the coronavirus.
Well, also one of the Oakland Raiders tested positive today.
Okay, well then,
Yeah,
there you go. That
yeah, yeah. But if they do play, Jacob should have a big role in the passing game, and
yes,
yeah, and so because and how Kansas City, there'll probably be a negative game script against Kansas City. Kansas City isn't good with running backs, so it looks like it's set it up well for Josh Jacobs. So that's one thing that for all you Josh Jacobs owner, which I know I'm speaking to one right now, that had a difficult week last week and had to depend on Joe Mixon to help them win their game, which is a bunch of BS. But yeah,
second.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I would start Jacobs. I would start or shoot for Waller, and I would shoot for Daniel Carlson because I know you poo pooed him last week, but the dude put up 13 points again. So yeah, dude, I would keep starting him until he tells me a reason not to. I would sit Carr, Edwards, Ruggs, and I would sit Henry Renfro. He was a disappointment. He was and of course the defense, but yeah, he was a waiver wire darling last week, and yeah, he didn't he didn't do what you're hoping for. It's funny because I wrote down in on the Chiefs to start. I just simply wrote the usual suspects and the D. That's what I wrote. So yeah, that's who I would start. And of course, you know who the usual suspects are: Eclair, Mahomes, Kelsey, Hill. But I would sit Watkins, Hardman, and Robinson,
I
and Bucker.
mean,
I would start Bucker. Yeah.
anyway,
You
I
alive there? You okay? You're right.
no, yeah, I thought someone else picked up Rob Gronkowski in my league, but I remembered it was me, and I was like, wait, what? Someone else picked him up?
We're doing a show here, dude.
Yeah, I know, and I'm looking at Rob Gronkowski. I'm so happy that you told me to pick. Oh, actually, no, I want to play. See, that's the problem is.
I'm telling you, dude. The Chicago Bears have been up until last week. Everybody was saying, "Oh, they're weak on tight end, weak on tight end, weak on tight end."
I'm
And
gonna go
they
try to
are.
trade him. That's what I'm
Uh,
gonna do. I'm gonna pick him up and try to trade him. Okay, moving on.
do you
The
like those? Do you like those notifications, by the way, dude, that you get saying like you did this, you did that?
Can I be honest?
Yes, be honest,
I don't
please.
like it because if I do a move and like I drop a player, I have to right away have my other move coordinated. Like one
Yeah.
time you dropped Leonard Fournette and I was about to pick him up, but then you added him back in.
Oh
And
fuck yeah! I've seen
I'm
that.
not gonna lie. Like I was for a second, like I'm gonna pick him up. Then I'm like, and then I was like, oh yeah, I knew
Yeah,
Brian wasn't just leaving him
I,
out
I
there.
was doing those IR things. Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
glad
yeah.
that I didn't like just pick him up right away because that probably would have kind of been like some yeah, like fuck
Well,
me.
it's one of those things like your heart's beating fast the whole time. Like at least with me, like whenever, like I think it was Trey Burton I picked up, and I picked him up, and then in that moment that I was moving him into the IR and then looking up Fournette to pick him up, I did not breathe one breath until it showed that the guy was back on my roster. But yeah, I found out that I could turn that off. I did not know I could turn that off. Whenever I was looking for how to email the league to tell them about the COVID thing that I'm doing, I came across that, and so I was like, you know what? I think I'll ask people to see if they like that or not, because yeah, that was one thing I got when I picked up MVS and I tried to trade him. One of the people I spoke to said, "Oh, you picked this guy up just to trade him because I just saw a notification and then I got a trade thing." I'm like, you know what? This thing is probably not working as well for me as I think it should, or for people. I think it's more detrimental, So I was going to ask. So I asked you. I'll ask Ethan. I'll ask other people in the league. See what the co-commissioner, see what he thinks. But anyway, let's move on.
The Arizona Cardinals at the New York Jets. And this game is not going to be that hard. I'm starting Crowder, and that's it on the Jets. Period.
Hang on.
You should
Hang
know.
on. No. We're not talking about starting these people. Well, we are going to talk about starting one, but it's something that needs to be said. So about the quarterback. Okay, is not playing. Sam is not playing. You know that, right? Okay, that Joe Flacco starting. Okay, because they're resting Sam because of his shoulder.
So you saying even sit Crowder?
No. No, I wouldn't say Crowder. I would say start Crowder. In fact, he's my backup in the event if that Buffalo game doesn't happen.
You're taking a really elongated way to say I agree with you.
No, well, I just want to put out the information that Joe Flacco's starting, and also I wanted to put out the information that Le'Veon Bell is back. Yeah, and I think that they cut Balaj. So I think that they did that like yesterday. So I think that Le'Veon Bell is back now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not going to be good.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's going to be what it was. I mean, it's there's nothing changed. Nothing changed. I did entertain thoughts about trying to trade for Le'Veon a couple of weeks ago with the idea that Adam Gase.
Hungry, man.
Well, no, with the idea that Adam Gase was going to be out, or he was going to get fired,
well,
and so
who would you? Is this when Austin Eckler was injured? So the thought.
No, dude. This is the beginning of the season. This is when you're collecting all types of assets, man. You're collecting as much as you can. I mean, like I don't mind being like top heavy and not evened out right now because the one thing I learned last year was that your team's not really your team until about week 10. And if you sit around and you start thinking that you're set, then you're going to be missing out on a lot of prospects that are coming through. A lot of people missed out on James Robinson because they're like, "Oh, I'm set." That guy's from Jags. Well, look at him now. So you just have to be just prospecting the whole time.
Yeah.
Until like the well runs dry over there.
Chase Edmonds.
Chase Edmonds, yeah, that's why I got Chase Edmonds as a filler for depth.
Yeah.
I had to get something like that for depth. So, but you were talking about Chase Edmonds as a start. Is that what you're saying? Because we're on Arizona. So talk about yeah. The only person I would start would be Crowder. But on the Cards, man, who would you start, Connor, or shoot for, Connor?
Kyler.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk.
Agreed.
Nuke.
You say Kirk. Oh, Christian Kirk. Okay.
Yes.
Nah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Uh-huh.
And Chase. And can't believe I'm saying this, but Drake.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that was one thing I was wrong about last week was I said to start Drake, you should have sat Drake. And I did say to sit Crowder when you should have obviously started him. He did pretty well. He has a good floor to him. But yeah, I would start Drake and I would start Edmonds. The coach came out for Arizona head coach came out and said that changes are going to need to be made after the game. Now that's very ominous. Does that mean that they're going to involve Kenyon Drake more in the passing game, or does that mean that they're going to because since Drake has looked so bad, does that mean that they're going to replace him with Edmonds? Because this is a guy that they had that high contract on David Johnson who looked like poo, and they traded for Drake. So and they were using Edmonds, towards the end of the year last year, whenever he was looking good. So he's not, opposed to changing, quarterbacks, I mean, running backs. So Connor might be onto something. Edmonds might actually be the real play there. Like maybe Drake is the problem. We don't know, but it's against the Jets. So even if they do split it up, I think there's enough for them both to eat.
Next off, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Pittsburgh Steelers face off, and this is also not going to be very hard. I am starting Juju. I am starting Chase Claypool.
You
I
mean
am
shoot
starting James Conner.
Shoot for.
I'm shooting for them. I'm not saying start or sit. I'm just you can. The word start is not owned. It is a word in the English dictionary that we can use.
I'm trying to make this shoot or fire or ceasefire thing.
You have to let it happen organically, homie. You
No, look at my muscles. I'm gonna make it.
You just gotta take it. Okay. See, that's what happens.
Oh, I can do that now.
I'm not starting any player besides Zach Ertz on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, it's a butt squinch start for me off of Sanders. Yeah, not a clinch, a squinch. It's like if you start Sanders, you're like, yeah, because dude, that line, that deep
Sanders and Ertz. I'll start Sanders just because of what he is.
Oh God!
To start.
But that Pittsburgh line, they're gonna eat. They're gonna eat.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So we all can agree on that. It's a bad play, but you have to start him anyway.
Did you mention Connor on Steelers?
Yes.
Okay, and the defense, of course.
Yes, and Big Ben. So Big Ben, Juju, Chase Claypool, Connor, and the defense, not the kicker.
What about Ebron?
Start Ebron.
Oh,
see
wow.
what happens.
Okay. All right.
I would start Gronk over Ebron for sure.
Okay, so like the fact that Alshon Jeffrey is practicing or D-Jax is back.
Alshon Jeffrey, dude.
Okay, you don't mean okay. What about a lot of people picked up Philadelphia defense because of how they showed up last week?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay. All right.
Moving on to the Los Angeles Rams at the Washington Football Team, known as WTF. Now, for this game,
what's the big
similar. Dwayne Haskins is benched, but I'm still starting Scary Terry. I'm starting Antonio Gibson. Starting the Rams D. Starting Jared Barf.
Garf.
Barf. I think he's gonna be. I'm starting Woods and Cooper Kupp, and I'm starting Higbee.
Yeah. What about the defense?
I'm not starting any of the running backs. I'm starting the Rams D, and I'm not starting the WTF D, and I'm not starting either kicker.
Okay.
I'll start the Rams kicker this game, and the Washington Football Team kicker,
which is Sloman, by the way. Yeah. As far as like the one thing I wanted to mention about Antonio Gibson, because we just kind of glossed over that Dwayne Haskins is not starting. Well, Kyle Allen is the starter now, and also the backup is Alex Smith. All right, so both of these guys, these quarterbacks, they check down more to their running back. So I see a lot more work for Antonio Gibson happening.
Keep an eye on the tight end.
You do that, yeah. Logan Thomas. Yeah. Just if you could just take that statement in a vacuum, it's funny. yeah. But no, Antonio Gibson, I think he's going to have a great game. This game, he's going to be really involved. So you're going to be really, really happy that you picked him up on this one. Yeah, and I agree with you on all your start sits. Yeah.
Well, you should. I have 2 rings. So next we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. Brought to you by Brian the Amigo Baldwin. Wish we could get editing. I wish we could get editing in there.
That doesn't make me feel better.
It's not.
Does not make me feel better.
But I feel great right now.
Okay,
how does that one feel?
It's all about you, dude. It's all about you.
I'm starting Joe Mixon. I'm starting Joe Burrow, and I'm starting T. Higgins.
But what about Mr. Bullock, the kicker?
Dude, I'm not answering this again. I've told you this 3 times now. He's in the room.
But he keeps producing.
I don't give
producing.
I don't give a flying fuck, friend. I don't
Okay.
start
Okay. It's
Randy
personal
Bullock.
philosophy. Okay, that's
It's
personal
personal
philosophy.
philosophy.
But if you look at stats, then you should start him. Okay. If you want points, you should start him.
Look, here's the thing. If you are a person that is actually trying to win at fantasy, then I'm just gonna be honest. You should be drafting a kicker that's better than these guys because they're out there. Like the Doc drafted Koo, and he still picked up someone better than Bullock.
Dude, listen to these scores: 10, 13, 12. Last week he got 17 points. I mean, dude, that's double digits every single week. You're like, no, he's in the room, dude.
Look,
I mean, look at this. This is 4
I
weeks
know that's
of
good. I know
production.
that's good. Let's see
A whole month.
Let's see
Yo,
what he
have it
does.
start. Have it start. You can start or end any habit if you keep doing it for
No,
1
let's
month.
start him and see what happens. But we have to move on because this is way too much airtime for a kicker. I don't. We have to move on. No, we only have like 20 minutes left. We have to get.
But we haven't talked. We haven't talked about the Ravens.
I know we're getting on to the Ravens. I'm saying we're moving on from talking about this kicker.
Agreed. Yeah, let's do it.
Marquise Brown, start. Mark Andrews, start. Lamar Jackson, start. Mark Ingram, start. J.K. Dobbins, start.
Woo! I'm not
joking.
Yeah, okay.
J.K. Dobbins. And start Justin Tuck, of course.
Mm-hmm,
the Eternal.
Mm-hmm,
Hook 'em.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting the Baltimore D.
Yep. Yeah. I'm solid with you 100% right across the board. Even on Dobby.
That's what she said.
Dobby!
Moving on. Racist. Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans, who are celebrating the
Return of the Mac.
no, the benevolent butthole is no longer being a bitch to the organization.
Love it. That gets a muscle kiss. Yeah. Bill O'Brien's
benevolent
gone.
butthole O'Brien.
Yeah. So see, Jet fans, there is hope. It could happen. It could happen. Yeah. Whoa, you're going. You're going off, dude. Yeah, but yeah, I would start on the Jags, Garden Minshew, DJ Shark.
I'm starting Minshew.
And Mr. James Robinson.
I'm starting those three. Those are the three I'm starting. On the Texans, I'm starting Deshaun Watson and nobody else.
Ooh, not even David Johnson after what Mixon did to.
I'll start David Johnson.
Yeah. I think I would too. No, what about Fuller? I mean, he had a great game last game.
Look, you start Fuller if you don't have a better option, but you don't want to have to start him in the game he gets injured, man.
Yeah. Okay. So if you had had a choice between, let's say, Fuller and
Tyler Boyd, I'm starting Tyler Boyd.
And DJ Moore
starting Will Fuller.
Really?
DJ Moore is. I mean, Robbie Anderson. I would start Robbie Anderson over Will Fuller.
Okay, but you wouldn't start
Anderson,
DJ.
Will Fuller,
but you would not start
Moore.
DJ Moore out of. Oh, dude. Okay. I know that. I know that Moore is going to have more points than Fuller.
Moore's going to get more.
Than Fuller.
You heard it here
I think
first,
so,
boys.
Yeah.
Can we move on?
I don't know.
Do you have any?
Yeah. Fairburn.
No.
Okay. And what about Chenault, dude? He's been somebody people been up all about.
Is he a kicker or is he a tight end?
Holy shit! Let's keep going.
I know you like to flex, knowing more names than me,
dude. No, Leviticus Chenault. Everybody knows who that is. I mean, that is the wide receiver for the Jags that's been busting out. Yeah, so that's why I was like, "Oh my gosh, let's just keep going." Yeah, let's just keep going, dude. You can't,
I'm not paying attention to the Jaguars' offense that much. I didn't know other guys were busting out.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what you have to be looking for. You have to be looking for stuff like that.
They're not high on the list of wide receivers when you click on the thing in Yahoo. So
yeah, that's projected. Because that's projected points. Yeah, if you go through stats and go through standings, then you'll see them see things higher.
Well,
Yeah, and
speaking of
that's just for the week too.
speaking
So
of stats and standings, two
yeah,
teams that
go
are
for it.
not very good in them are the Miami
Oh,
Dolphins and San Francisco 49ers.
that's a segue. I heard people were calling them the 29ers because they're only half as good as they were as they supposed to be. But
That
yeah,
is
I know it's so
not
bad,
good
right?
math.
I know it. That's what I thought about. But then I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to be given like the 24 and a half,
people that are saying that it really just
well, I mean,
but
it's either that or the 24 and a halves, or
yeah,
so that's why they go 29ers.
24 and halfer.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
starting Kittle. I'm starting Gesicki. I'm starting McKinnon. I'm starting Jeff
Wow.
Wilson. I am
I wouldn't start
starting the
Wilson.
Niners D, and I'm starting Devontae Parker. I'm sitting, freaking whatever Preston Williams, and I'm keeping an eye on Mr. Ford for the Dolphins because he's looking good. And I'm not starting Ryan Fitzpatrick because he might not get the start.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I read that he's going to get the start, but you never know with these things. You're
You
right
never
about
know with
that.
these things.
Hmm.
And he's
Yeah.
really a stream option. So there are safer stream options out there for the weak guys.
Yeah. And and what about Gould?
No, man. Everyone I left out on purpose.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you for the people because they want to make sure. I mean, it's kind
Well,
of
you people listening, if I didn't mention your guys, that means I would not start them.
Ay. Okay.
And they are to be scattered
I
into
know.
the folds. They are
That's
not
what I'm
worthy
saying,
of our
dude.
Spartan fantasy football
That's
kingdom.
what you like, dude. You're like the king of
We
spoken.
take any fantasy football player that is not worthy, and we banish them from the land.
That's what it seemed like. That's exactly what it seemed
Well,
like.
that's
But
the philosophy I try to entail because it just shows
yeah.
people like this is how you win. You have a level of fantasy, like you don't even if something like pays off after like months of you being wrong, that's still months of you being wrong and suffering. What if you play your cards right and get it just when the good happens? I did that with Dalvin Cook in 2018.
Okay.
Someone else had him injured, and I just came along, scooped him up, put him in my flex.
Who told you to do that? Who told you to do that?
I think my gut.
No. Try that again.
You did.
Yes.
And I traded Jordan Reed for him.
Oh,
Speaking
God.
of Jordan Reed, I'm joking. But seriously, moving on. Well,
Yes.
he is on the Niners now. The 24 hours.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
The
he is.
Indianapolis
29.
Colts and the Cleveland Steamers are coming to town. Both teams 3-1, which no one saw happening. And we gotta hurry up, Brian, because it's getting late. I can't be loud too much later.
Okay. Okay, dude. All right. So there's actually not much to really talk about. I'm really excited about starting Kareem Hunt.
Start Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, I would start.
Odell, don't start Jarvis. Don't start.
I would start
Baker.
I would start the D.
Start the D.
Cleveland. I would not start Dearness. Would you?
No, I'm look.
Dearness Johnson.
No,
you know what I mean, Vern. You know what I mean? no, or Dontre Hillier. You know what? I don't know if you grew up with that with Vern. Yeah, you know what I mean, Vern. You don't. Never mind. Ernest goes to jail. Whatever. Okay, Austin Hooper. Mayfield.
No, dude.
And then on the Colts, who would you start?
JT.
The Cleveland Browns are a little lax, dude. I mean, you can really get them on the tight end. So with that in mind, would you start Mo Alley Cox or Trey Burton, considering Trey Burton got the target lead?
I'd start Trey Burton. I would sit Mo Alley Cox.
But Rodrigo
proves it. No, dude.
Blankenship?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you didn't know who I was talking about, did you?
You really like showing off the names. You're not just gonna say the position, you bastards.
What? Rodrigo Blankenship? Everybody knows that. You said you loved him. You said he's got swag. He's got glass.
People should know positions.
You're bragging about him having glasses and everything. Couple of episodes back, you were like, look, I know he's
what we call a hostile work environment, ladies and gentlemen. Because I say something once, and then Brian decides to play detective and hold me to knowing it.
Dude, I think people would do that. It's called accountability, my brother. That's what we're in the business
Called
for.
hostile work environment. So
Okay.
moving on. Speaking of hostile
Yeah.
work
Sit
environments,
TY. Sit TY.
the New
Ooh.
York.
Hang on. What about the Wilkins? What about Wilkins, dude?
No, dude.
Jordan Wilkins.
No,
No. No.
no,
Okay. All right.
no.
Okay. 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 Okay.
I want you to take that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
want you to
Mm-hmm.
close your eyes, and I want you to. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
give you an image for what that idea
Okay.
is. All right.
Okay. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. Go ahead.
Imagine
Uh huh.
like a like how in the 80s they used to have like brown paper bags.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm there.
imagine like
Big one or small one?
a
Like
big
a lunch
one
bag?
full of
Big one.
cat,
Okay. Okay.
full of cat shit that's on fire. That's
Okay.
what that is. And imagine you've stepped in it. That's
Well,
that's what we've now done by
you normally
starting
do
Jordan
dog shit.
Wilkins.
You normally do dog
But
poop on that thing.
you're a cat person, so this one hits closer to home for you.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause you
Okay.
know what that smells like more.
Yeah. I was thinking of litter and all that stuff, but I got
And
you.
I
Dude.
personally think that cat feces smell worse than dog feces.
Oh, I'll give you that, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, you're right there
See?
on that one.
So that's why you don't start Jordan Wilkins, ladies.
Yeah, I think you're upset. I think you're upset about him taking time from J Train. I think he's really coming up.
No.
Maybe in a flex,
This
maybe,
is
but
what it is.
I would sit and see what he
The
does.
mere reason that he's being in there is because they're bringing in the second and third stringers.
Yeah, I think they're keeping up. They're trying to keep Taylor fresh. I understand that, but I think that this game allows for that to happen. You know that it could get away.
I think this is going to be a competitive game.
Okay,
I
cool.
I could be wrong, but
I meant
mean the line
Dude, I don't know, man.
the line is a 1-point game.
I would hold on if I was a Taylor owner. I would have Wilkins as a handcuff if I did handcuffs. But if I didn't, real deep league, where it's really thin, I might pick him up as a flyer just to see what happens. But no, I wouldn't start.
Moving on, the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
No,
The NFC
no one on
East.
Giants.
No
No
one on
one
the
on the
Giants. I'm starting Zeke. I'm starting CeeDee Lamb. I'm starting I'm Dak. I'm starting Zerline. I'm starting
Schultz.
Cooper. I'm starting Schultz.
Yeah,
That's it.
Sergeant Schultz. I know nothing. Yes, Sergeant Schultz. Yes, that's it, dude. Yeah, Prescott, Schultz, Lamb. What about Gallup?
I'll start Gallup.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not going to start Gallup because I think that Lamb and Schultz are going to get the work, but then they're going to just do a Z. It's going to be just Zeke, 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 Zeke. Maybe Pollard's going to be mixed in there, but not enough to start, I don't think. I think that was a pretty easy one, actually. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one was pretty easy.
Yeah, let's move on.
The Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. This one is going to be not as easy.
Yeah.
If Cam's playing, I'm starting him. If Cam's not playing, I'm not starting N'Keal Harry or Julian Edelman. But if Cam is playing, I'm starting both of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not starting any of the Patriots running backs.
Are you concerned that Stephon Gilmore is on the COVID IR list right now?
I don't think that's going to make that much of a difference, man.
That's players on the Patriots. You think? You think maybe it might be a danger? Maybe.
I think the Patriots are going to win this game. What is
Well, no,
interesting though is Vegas. What?
I'm playing because
Vegas has not brought a spread out yet, so
Whoa!
that shows you their opinion.
Oh my God, that's big.
Now,
That's good news. I mean, not good news, but that's good.
I don't see one for the Bengals Ravens game either, or the Raiders Chiefs game,
Oh wow,
or the Bills Titans game. So that shows you.
Make sure you're looking at the right site.
This is Yahoo, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the right site.
Vegas, the Vegas odds.
So that tells you something. But I'm starting Gordon.
Okay, go.
I'm starting Jerry Jeudy.
Whoa. Okay, I wouldn't do that. But okay.
I am starting.
Or actually, now I would. Now Stephon Gilmore's not there. You're right.
So
you're right. I'm on board.
I'm still starting Julian Edelman. I was wrong about him. Obviously, he still has access to great steroids, so it's going to be a good year for him. The mouse, he's like the mouse in Tom and Jerry when he drank the thing and he got huge. That's Julian Edelman.
Or like me, like every Thursday it seems. Like Connor's always that big. Me only on Thursday.
So do you have any other players for this game or?
See, okay. Would you start the Pats D? Did you say that? You still?
Yeah.
Would you still do it? Okay, all right. And what about McManus, the kicker
No,
for?
no,
No. Okay,
no.
all right. Oh, I was wrong. The kicker for the Pats, I think, is Slimman. But whatever. I don't. What about Tim Patrick? People were talking all up Tim Patrick.
It's not my cup of tea.
Okay, all right. And of course, no on the defense for Denver, even though they have
Yeah,
a
no,
backup.
just hard pass.
Okay, even if Newton doesn't start.
Yeah, actually, if Newton doesn't start, I'll start Denver.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay, then yeah, but that's not my favorite thing.
Not
So
my
I'm
favorite thing either.
moving on.
Moving on, the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks, and these are two very different teams going in two very different directions. So this is going to be interesting. But the Seahawks, this feels like a blow the Vikings out of the water game. I mean, they're
Okay.
7-point favorites in this game with a 57.5 spread.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be. I mean, so then you're talking about well, definitely. Let's just talk about the Seahawks. Just get the easy one out. Wilson, of course, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jason Myers, the kicker. Would you start him? Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be a big high
Yeah,
scoring game.
sure.
What about Carson? Chris
Yeah.
Carson. Okay.
He's always game to catch a touchdown.
Yeah, but that's the only running back you'll start, right? From Seahawks.
Yes.
Okay.
My eyes are on Penny. I'm waiting for
Really?
him to break out.
Oh my God! You said I can't quit you. Yeah, but you would. I would sit the. What about the defense? Would you sit the defense for the Hawks?
No, I'm starting him.
Starting them, okay. About Greg Olson,
No.
okay, and of course the. This is a. I'm only mentioning this guy's name because I said to start him last week, which was Carlos Hyde. That turned out to be like a donkey pickup on the waiver
Try
wire.
telling you.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, he got hurt, dude. I mean, just like you said, but that's the Seahawks on the Vikings. A little bit more difficult.
No. Cook, Thielen,
Mhm.
Jefferson.
Mr. Jefferson. Yeah, moving on up.
That's up. That's it.
Yeah.
Moving on up. Moving on.
What about Kirk Cousins, man? I mean, because the Seattle
He's
defense.
he's he's a really.
Oh, I know.
You know what Kirk Cousins is?
What's that, dude? What's that?
It's like when you see a girl and it's like, oh, I could get her. You know,
Okay.
and it's like I could have a decent night. I could get maybe, it's like that's what he is for fantasy. It's like I could get like 18 points. But it's like, are you really setting your standard that low for yourself? Like you're not gonna aim for something better than that.
Well, yeah. I mean, but if you're stuck in a situation, like I said, that's another butt
If
switch.
that's what you need,
Mm-hmm.
go for it.
Slump buster. What about
If you need a slump buster, go get Kirk Cousins, man. He'll get you those 18 points.
what about the Dan Bailey, the kicker for the Vikes?
No, he is a
No,
slump
he's
dumpster.
slump dumpster. Okay, and of course the D stinks, and of
That's what
course
she said.
and Rudolph. Yeah, Rudolph stinks. So.
Red nosed. Okay, moving on. The Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. And look, guys,
Monday night. This is Monday night.
Monday night. Austin Eckler news is really sad. I'm starting
Mhm.
Keenan Allen.
He's real excited about it. Look at him. He's excited. He's just
Justin
yawning right through
Herbert,
it.
Brian.
Yeah.
Voldemort.
Oh,
I
okay,
got
but
you.
hey, the streak is alive.
Now it's a
Look
game
at that
of
roller
cat and
coaster, dude.
mouse.
Like I'm down here because I don't get to clever it out. But hey, the streak is alive. I'll live with it. I'll live with it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's Taysom Hill, by the way. Sit that guy. Don't start
Sit his ass.
That's awesome. It's still alive.
If Michael Thomas is playing, I'm starting him, and I'm starting Breeze. If Michael Thomas is out, I'm sitting Drew Brees. And I'm not starting any of the other wide receivers, and I'm starting the Saints D in this game. And I'm keeping an eye on Justin Herbert, the quarterback for the Chargers, to see if he plays. If he doesn't play, Yeah. I don't know if
Can
I
you
want to
believe
have
that?
anything to do. It was a real dirty hit too. Real. That's the second week in a row that we've seen a player get injured because of a real shit move by a defensive player, a real shithead move. I mean, it seems like Cortland Sutton's been sacrificed and his spirit is ascending under these other players. You
Well,
know what I
dude, same
mean?
thing. Same thing with Darnold.
I'm sorry, not Cortland Sutton, Cortland Finnegan. I'm very
Oh,
sorry to Cortland Sutton, just dragging your name like that. I meant Cortland Finnegan. I'm sure
oh my
Cortland
gosh.
Sutton's a brilliant individual. I was referring to Cortland Finnegan, the player that Andre Johnson beat like a little bitch
Yeah,
during a
yeah.
shutout.
I think Herbert's biggest concern is not really the shot he took. I think he'll be fine. That's a welcome to the NFL rook type thing. But I think that the biggest issue is Anthony Lynn, his coach, because he's come out several times and said that Tyron Taylor is going to be the starter once he's healthy enough. And if you think about that, this is a guy that likes to air it out and everything like that. And then this is a guy that, meaning Tyrod Taylor, if they're having to pass more, because I think that's why you said that you like Herbert, is because it looks like that they're going to be passing more. And I think you were also saying, you said not to start Kelly or Jackson, right? You said sit them. Yeah, I think, and I'm right there with you because I don't think that each one of them is going to have enough value. They're going to eat each other like how Connor's eating the potatoes. That's what they're going to do to their fantasy value. But they're going to throw more. And that might be something where, the coach starts thinking, well, I have a loss. I need to, go back to the guy I think I'm going to trust if he's healthy. Put Tyron Taylor in there again. And dude, this is a team. That's a guy that could not lead the team to score more than 13 points against the Bengals. You don't want to do that, man. That's terrible. And I think you should keep Herbert, roll with it. The damage that you would do to self-confidence was not worth the plus that you would get from Taylor. Don't do it, Anthony Lynn. I know you're not watching this, but you should, like everybody should, but don't do it, God. Please just step away. Like Connor always tells me, like he told me whenever I was doing that MVS trade, to do crap. Step away, man. He's like, take a break. You need to take a break. So if you're thinking about starting Taylor over Herbert, take a break. So I wouldn't start him. I would not start Michael Thomas. That injury, I lived with that injury whenever Saquon had it, and whenever he came back, he was nothing like he was. It took him like at least a month when he came back to be Saquon, to be the Saquon of what I was hoping for.
We'll see.
Yeah, I wouldn't start him. I would wait, especially on a Los Angeles Chargers. I know they got eat up by Brady,
It's
but they're a good team.
may
They're a good
I?
team. No, I'm going to keep talking. It's a filibuster, brother. No, go ahead.
It's worth noting that in a full PPR league, getting targeted for 1 yard slant routes like Michael Thomas often does have standalone floor value play.
I understand that.
You're
Yeah.
guaranteeing yourself at least like 10 to 13 points, maybe 16 or 19. That's just off of points for catches alone.
I'm worried about either not high production because he wasn't doing much before he got hurt. Okay, but also the fact of that you don't want to get Julio Jones, man. Where they start and then they're off at halftime. I would just wait, hold off for this week, see if he can last a game, and then if he can, you're good to go. Yeah, that's what I would do. Okay, I would take more of a cautious approach, especially if I'm 2-2, 1-3. I would not jump in there and try to do that.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. So to answer Brian's last statement, for my parting shots, I'm going to quote Arnold. We have a difference of opinion.
Well, I want to make sure that before we get out of here, dude, I wanted to thank you guys so much again for watching. That's the end of our Fire Ceasefire show. Keep it. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe, because that way, yeah, you'll get our next episode, which comes on Monday night, which will be us recapping the events of the week 5. Hopefully us talking about victories, you guys basking in your victories because of the awesome information that you received here. Hopefully, Lord willing, and So, and we also want to thank our sponsors again. You know, Sports Host app, great app for people. You get to connect all over the world, talk about sports. Connor was talking that they were talking about cricket. You know, you get to learn something.
And
It's
as Brian
fantastic.
was talking about, the Sunny Side, the Pride of Sunny Side, high volume music radio. And
Yes,
guys, both of these shows are sponsoring Shoot the Gap, coming in
yeah.
on Mondays and Thursdays. Thursdays being the Anchor Arms edition with the two of us. Tune in on Mondays to hear the three of us, the complete. We have three of the Thanos rings, 20s, 30s, and 40s. Tonight it's the 20s and 40s, but we made it work.
The trifecta. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully you guys had as much fun as we did, and that we were able to pass on some information to you. Thank you again so much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, everybody, fantasy football is in life. Don't dream it, be it. And we're going to pump you up.
Whore.